Barry's hit a lot of home runs. Barry's done a heck of a job as a young kid growing up in the game in the locker room, following his father around in at Arizona State. But you say the one carrot at the end. He didn't win at the Little League level. He didn't win in college. He didn't win in high school. He hasn't been to the World Series as a major league player. And Houston Astro fans get one last shot to see Barry Bonds do it. And he's going to have to do it against a left-handed pitcher. Rodriguez will come into the ball game.
And the fans are standing. Some of them pleading to please let the guy go ahead and try. Wilfredo Rodriguez, the rookie left-hander. Interesting, Larry Dierker goes and gets a lefty. 9-2 game. And here's Bonds against Rodriguez. Everybody standing here in Houston.
That may have been the only pitch he's gotten in this entire series that he could drive out of the ballpark, right where he likes it on that inside half. 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Will he dare go there again?
Hey, Rodriguez just got some rear back giddy up, and here it comes. If you can handle it, take it.
96 with the fastball that time. His wife Liz is ready. All the kids are ready. America is ready for home run number 70. There it is! He is tied McGuire. Go ahead and try not to love him right now.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Man, oh man, was that beautiful or not?
A sellout crowd stuck around in a 9-2 game in the 9th inning because they wanted to see this.
On a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the plate.
Upper tank.
Right center field.
And the big 7-0. Remember when he hit his 500th career home run? A lot was made about the fact that no one was at home plate to greet him. Everyone who possibly could have greeted him was out there to experience this.
And probably the most important person in his life, one of three I should say, at home plate, his son. after all was said and done. Of course, America grabbed a hold of Mark McGwire and his son as they shared that home run chase, and the hug from the little guy.
Barry Bonds was 1 for 2 tonight. The one home run that he hit was historic. And Barry, you go 2 for 2, really, if you think about it. The Giants win big. You get number 70. This has got to be an awesome night.
It's a great feeling, especially on a victory, because we know we got to win every single day. And the guys were coming through all the time, and everyone was just telling me be patient, just be patient. And I'm just glad it's over. I'm really happy. I'm glad that my family was here, and my wife gets to sleep now. It's nice.
Hey, how frustrating was it for you, Barry, to sit here and not get a pitch to hit, and then finally here in the 9th inning in a 9-2 ball game, you got a guy throwing 95 miles an hour you haven't seen before, and you hit it 454 feet. You showed a lot of patience.
Well, I got frustrated when it was 8-1 and they intentionally walked me, because it wasn't really a crucial situation, a close game at that time. That was when I really got frustrated. But, the guys were playing really good behind me and doing the job, and it doesn't matter. You're not going to hit one every single time up. And I was happy Jeff came through a lot. And, Marvin played very well. And our pitching staff did a great job. And, we know that we have to win every single game to even stay in it. And, I'm just proud of everybody. And I'm glad that it's over.
How special was it to have your son at home plate to meet you?
It was the greatest gift in the world. And it's an honor, to share it with Mark McGwire. I think he's a great baseball player. He established a record. And it's just an honor to share it with him.
Barry, congratulations to you and to the Giants. Everybody looking forward to number 71 now and looking forward to the Giants pushing into the playoffs. Good luck in both pursuits.
Thank you very much.
All right, Barry Bonds into America's heart tonight with this as he has tied McGwire. And all the warm fuzzies that Sosa got and McGwire got. Now he got a little bit of a piece of that, at least tonight here in Houston.
Well, it was a great night for Barry Bonds, and as he put it in perspective, a better night for his ball club. They know they have to win and win out to have any chance at all.
What an incredible final weekend it should be, with Tony Gwynn saying goodbye, Cal Ripken saying goodbye on FX. You'll see that Saturday night. You've got playoff races all over the place. You've got Barry Bonds going for 71 against the Dodgers. Your final score here in Houston tonight was San Francisco 10 and the Houston Astros 2.
So now Barry Bonds will head to the plate for the first time, and the entire ballpark rises to its feet, and they're getting ready in the Armada out in McCovey Cove. Mark McGwire, the all-time record holder, with 70 home runs in a season, and Barry Bonds has equaled that. He and McGwire are on a plane all by themselves. Nobody else has ever gone that high other than McGwire and Bonds. And Bonds has 3 games here to try and reach a new level. He hit number 70 last night in the 9th inning against a rookie. He has 5 home runs in his career against Chan Ho Park. Breaking ball is too low. Bonds hit a home run against Park here back on April the 18th that proved to be a game winner for the Giants. There's a high drive deep into right center field to the big part of the ballpark. Number 71, and what a shot over the 421-foot marker. The deepest part of any ballpark in the National League. And Barry Bonds is now the home run king, number 71, and it was impressive. Barry's dad, Bobby Bonds, who accompanied the Giants to Houston hoping to witness the record breaker, is not here tonight because he is hosting the Bobby Bonds golf tournament back east. Barry comes out now for a curtain call in what is already the longest ovation in the short history of Pacific Bellpark. So unlike the series in Houston, where the suspense built and built and built as the Astros refused to pitch to him, tonight there's no big buildup. Barry Bonds hits one out to the deepest part of the ballpark, his first at bat. Number 71. His wife, Liz, greets Barry, his daughter, Shikari, his mom, Pat. He has passed McGuire. He's passed them all. He passed the Babe. He passed Maris. He passed Sosa. And now he has passed Big Mac. And Barry Bonds is at the top of the list. All time.
And let's watch it. Fastball on the outside corner. And for the 6th time in his career, he's taken Chan Ho Park out of the yard. And he knew it, and so did 41,000 others. It's the classic short stroke. An unbelievable short stroke with power. You just don't see it very often, if ever.
And we resume with Jeff Kent and the curveball for a strike.
Well, we were looking for a way to get the Giants back and light this crowd up and get them in the ball game. I guess you could say Bonds did that.
Bonds is the one. Bonds is the 71. And what was so impressive, I mean, he hit it out there in the Death Valley where home runs go to die. I think he's the only one who's hit a home run to that part of this ballpark in the 2 years since it opened. It's 421 feet to that part of the ballpark. Bonds himself has lost a few home runs that would have been gone anywhere else. But tonight, it went. Grissom in shallow center. And that ends the inning. So the Giants are still in bad shape in the ball game, but history has been made at Pacific Bellpark. And Barry Bonds in this 2001 season to remember, the greatest season ever seen for a home run hitter, and he is ahead of the Babe in that slugging percentage, which I believe makes the case that we've been watching perhaps the greatest season of all time.
The local historian and Hall of Fame writer in 2 sports, Leonard Coppett, said the same thing today. He says we're witnessing the greatest offensive career in the history of baseball. And Bonds keeps writing new pages every night out the ballpark. And what we got to see last night was history when he hit 70. The next night, we get to see it again. And Vince Scully made the comment yesterday against San Diego. They got to see the runs record broken by Ricky Henderson, and in consecutive nights they get to see the home run record go down to Barry Bonds.
Now watch where this one landed. That is a tremendous home run. Just to the left of that 421 marker out there. the family was watching.
That gave a little shake. Liz Bonds ecstatic as well she should be.
And his mom, Pat, for the second night in a row, not only rooting for her son, but she was in charge of the video camera. And his son, Nikolai, was one of the first to greet him after he crossed the plate. Nikolai, the bat boy tonight for the Giants.
They mobbed him and they thumped him again. An emotional day for Barry Bonds up early. He was attending the funeral of a friend. Didn't get a lot of rest. Don't worry about me. I'll be ready to play. Boy, did he prove that. Another look at baseball history. I reached out and snagged it. Nice play. And there's your lucky lotto winner.
The big group out in McCovey Cove, hoping that maybe number 72 will land in one of those maritime crafts. There's Bonds against Park. Slams it foul down the right field line.
Shadow Park trying to go right on his hand. That's the best fastball he's had tonight. That hit 90. First time he's done that. Put it right on the belt inside corner, and Bonds raked it foul. He is so in tune with what's going on up there. I mean, he is just on everything.
Everybody in the ballpark standing to watch Bonds. Change up too low, and thousands of camera flashes glitter all around Pacific Bellpark with each pitch to Barry Bonds. One and one the count. There's a high drive. Grissom back in center field. He's all the way back to the wall. Number 72.
Oh, man.
72 and counting for Barry Bonds. First he broke the record. Now he is rewriting the record book. He has homered in each of his last 3 at-bats.
I don't believe this. He keeps bringing this ballpark right back into the ball game and lighting this crowd up.
They're calling for him, and here he comes.
In a game they have to win.
So Bonds is 1 homer in his next at-bat away from equaling another all-time Major League record. Nobody has ever homered in more than 4 consecutive at-bats. He's done it now in 3.
Now, at some point in this offseason, he's going to look back and he's going to think about what he did, and I don't think he's even going to believe it then.
Jeff Kent right to Beltray. Number 1. Kent is 0 for 2.
So we're watching this and we're not believing it now. Breaking ball, poor location, and Shadow Park knew it right away. I mean, that was a good ball to hit, and he killed it. And a little bit of pause right there. He got that front foot down. It's a little bit of hesitation. And as we pointed out, I mean, he is on everything. The slow curveball, it hangs up, sees it, wears it out.
1 no strikes to Galarraga. All right, Larry Dierker was right.
Yes, he was. Larry Dierker was right. Well, this beats the Bonds walkathon, though.
Man. Well, they pitched to him 3 straight times, and he has homered in all 3 of them. Off the fists for Galarraga, and Grzelcyk throws him out. 2 down.
Well, the skipper for the Dodgers, Jim Tracy, said the score is going to decide and determine how we pitch to Bonds. And both times he's come up, Giants have been down by a bunch where a single home run isn't going to hurt him. And the Bonds family, they can't believe it either.
1 away. Now Barry Bonds is coming up. Welcome to Pacific Bell Park in San Francisco. A cool gray day in the city by the bay. And the big crowd is here, and they are eager to see if Barry Bonds will increase the home run record, which he now owns. His 2 home runs on Friday, giving him 72. That is the record. And everybody's hoping to see number 73 right here. And in fact, late at night, actually not even Friday night, but early Saturday morning in the ceremonies they had after the ball game, his godfather, the great Willie Mays, sort of threw down the gauntlet, saying he thought 72 wasn't enough for Barry. He thought he should go out all out for number 75. So let's see. He's facing the knuckleballer, Dennis Springer, and that is ball 1. I'm John Miller with Joe Morgan. And Joe, for a guy like Bonds facing a knuckleballer, he hadn't seen too many knuckleballers this year.
Yeah, but I don't think Springer is going to be able to fool him. His is not hard enough. It doesn't dance enough.
That's a strike.
That's more like a slow curve. I mean, you can see it, and it just kind of tumbles. A lot of knuckleballs move sideways or up or down. His looks like it's more of a slow curveball. And you see Barry, all of a sudden, he moved up in the batter's box, which is something I like.
That one is down the right field line and just foul.
Against knuckleball pitchers, a lot of hitters will move towards the pitcher in the batter's box, which takes a little bit of the knuckle out of the ball and gives you less time to have to wait. He actually, see where he moved up, his front foot was almost out of the batter's box, and that's a good way to hit guys that throw knuckleballs, especially one that's not real hard.
He might be better off if he moved out onto the grass out there on the infield. 1-2 the count.
Fastball. Yeah, see, anytime you see the catcher give a target like that, you know he's going to throw a fastball. He's trying to get Bonds to chase a fastball up and out of the zone.
Now, when you say fastball, you mean that as a relative
fastball,
term?
Yeah, relative. His turn, his fastball.
2-2 the count. Bernard, the runner at first, takes off, and he is out. Now, Joe, would that be one of those go if you get the jump signs? Because I don't think Marvin got much of a jump.
Well, he should be able to get a jump, and he should be able to make it because Springer's motion is pretty much the same each time, and his knuckleball is not real hard. It's a slow knuckleball, which should give the catcher trouble catching it, but obviously everything worked against Bernard right there.
Second baseman moves 20 feet into right field. Bonds hits one. High in the air. Deep to right field. Look out in McCovey Cove. Bonds has number 73. The record has changed again. Barry Bonds over the big wall in right. Out toward the water. Number 73. And count it. His son Nikolai there to greet him. He is the bat boy again today. His family, that's Shikari on the left.
Well, there was no way that Springer was going to fool Barry, just a matter of whether Barry would get himself out because he's not throwing hard enough. There's nothing in his repertoire that's going to cause Barry any problem.
And they chant his name. They want him to take a curtain call, and he is.
I think I saw a smile on Barry's face. I think he's even surprised. I mean, he's just surprised. I mean, this number keeps going up.
Now Jeff Kent. Right over his head. 1 ball and no strikes. 73 homers for Bonds. 137 runs batted in. And he's done all of that in only 473 actual at-bats. He's done that while actually setting the all-time record for walks in a season. And a fastball to Kent. 2-0 the count.
But I mean, Springer is really at a disadvantage when Barry is at the top of his game as he is, swinging the bat the way that he is. There's nothing he can do to fool him. I mean, there really isn't.
Yeah. I mean, he could have thrown 4 pitches in the dirt.
Yeah. But you have to. He threw his best knuckleball.
Sean Green. And it is Grissom for the catch. Side is retired. But Barry Bonds goes deep. In fact, into the deep. And that's just like you said, Joe. He waited for it.
Yeah, it looks just like a slow curveball, and you're not going to get Barry Bonds out with curves. See how that little tap step there at the plate? He knows that it's going to be like a slow curveball, and he waits on it, and he just drills it. I mean, but as I said the other day, how good is this guy? You see that his right foot? He just tapped it a little bit to get his timing down, and very rarely does he do that.
And let's see the whole look at number 73. And Shikari, his daughter on the left, his wife Liz holding 2-year-old Asia, his youngest daughter.
I mean, to be honest with you, it has to be anticlimactic for them. You like the home run, but the 71 and 72 were done in such dramatic fashion that I really think, and even their excitement was tempered a little bit.
And then met by son Nikolai.
Over the next 8 seasons, Bonds batted .303 while averaging 106 RBI and 40 home runs. Then, in 2001, he set his sights on Mark McGwire's record of 70.
McGwire had already stirred it up. He'd already changed the way, people come to see the homer. And then Bonds had doubled that interest because he was taking it beyond. People were absolutely riveted by it.
Every time he was up, you needed to watch. You couldn't go to the bathroom, you couldn't get a hot dog. You had to watch Barry Bonds every time he came up because you may never see it again.
I think the pursuit of the record was harder for Bonds than for McGwire. McGwire was doing it in an atmosphere in which it didn't really matter if the Cardinals won the games or not. And because the Giants were in a close race, Bonds' focus was on winning the game.
Bonds entered the final week of the season trailing McGwire by just 1. In a 3-game sweep of the Astros, who were also battling for a playoff spot, Bonds saw few good pitches as he was walked 8 times.
He goes into Enron Field where he can hit a ball off his hands and hit it 20 rows into the seats, getting all these intentional walks. And then the final insult, to be walked intentionally in an 8-1 game.
Bonds finally got a pitch to hit in his last at-bat in Houston.
There's a high drive deep into right center field, and Bonds has hit number 70 into the upper deck. He has tied McGwire.
There was sort of a stunned silence. Just the fact that he actually got a pitch and that he actually hit it, and then once the realization happened, the place went wild.
There it goes! Mark McGwire as a co-owner of the home run throw.
One of the first things I couldn't help but notice was Jeff Kent pounding his hand in there on his helmet. It was cool to see that he was in the middle and that all his teammates were in the middle.
Later, Bonds flew home to San Francisco and attended the funeral of his close friend and former bodyguard, Franklin Bradley. That evening, with about 4 hours sleep and with his family watching, he stamped his name on history.
Bonds hits it! Deep to right field! Way back! Is this the one? There's a new record holder! The single season mark is 71! Barry Bonds has the title! 1-1 hit in the air to center field, 399! Do you believe it? The home run record is gone! There's a new one!
Then the question became, how many is this guy going to end with? What's the new standard going to be set?
Bonds hits one.